I'm going to blow him up with the boom keg. He shouldn't have spawned so close to the outpost, should he, really? Right then, let's get this. Oh! God damn it, that's karma for me. Hey, you beautiful buccaneers, Falcore here. So, many mystical things lie in this land, but one thing that remains a mystery is the thing that hides it from the rest of the world. So, for those who don't know, let me give you a little backstory. The Sea of Thieves is actually set in a real-world location, just north of a small island called Mosquito Island, near the British Virgin Isles, and the Bermuda Triangle. And for those geography experts in the comment section, the British Virgin Isles are nowhere near Great Britain. I'm not even joking. In my last video covering the real location of Sea of Thieves, you would not believe the stupidity in some of the comments. Moving on. The Sea of Thieves is surrounded by a thick and dense fog that circles its innards and makes ship travel impossible due to its mystical properties. The fog can rot wood, warp iron, and cause those who inhale it to experience a burning sensation, and in most cases, death. The game doesn't do a great job of translating this, as it just represents it as a Kool-Aid death zone. I'm still not sure why this is the case, but I'm guessing it's something to do with technical limitations. There is one area in the Shroud that constantly shifts, allowing small ships to pass through, which is how important lore characters such as DeMarco and Lasedi, the Pirate Lord, Larry, and not forgetting ourselves got here. But what is the Shroud? Why is it there? What purpose does it serve, other than ego-stroking the flat earthers? Nobody actually knows why it exists. There have been many theories, but none of them have been denied or confirmed. It could be that all the forts in Sea of Thieves were once some form of important landmark, owned and constructed by the ancients. It's no mystery that the ancients and the merfolk used to dabble in forces of the unknown to help them aid in their problems. In fact, all the fort vaults seem to be some sort of crypt area, much like the ones found in our own history. In ancient Egypt and Nordic lore, they would often bury their most legendary figures near vast amounts of treasure, as it was their belief that they could take their fortune to beyond the grave. Maybe forts were the start of the Shroud, an idea conceived by the merfolk and the ancients to help mask them from the outside world. If you look at the fort locations on the map, you will see that they are perfectly spaced, much like lighthouses encompassing the lands. It'd sure explain the huge skull cloud seen at an active fort. Something must have gone wrong, however, as these landmasses have since been taken over by the undead. One thing is for sure, the Shroud is most definitely the result of a mistake. The ancients used to thrive in these lands along with the merfolk, and apart from a few cave paintings and dilapidated ancient structures, there is no evidence of their demise. They were simply wiped out, maybe from their own doing, or that of an outside influence. It could very easily be a fact that the Sea of Thieves was hit by a natural disaster, such as a meteor impact. It would explain the small spits of land and the structures now covered with water. The Shroud could be the resulting plume of space dust. However, the Shroud itself is far too mystical for that. Those who sail through it have seen terrifying images, heard strange whispering sounds. In fact, the merfolk talk of a whispering plague, which infests the Sea of Thieves. There is no other information on this plague, but you can hear it wherever you go. In the Shroud, from skulls, near portals leading to the Legend Tavern, the Ship of the Damned. Whatever this whispering plague is, it is everywhere. Maybe this whispering plague is what wiped out the ancients. Maybe the Shroud itself is the ancients in their astral form, spending eternity guarding their lands from the outside world. The Sea of Thieves is a strange place, however. Time itself likes to roll and wave, much like the tides themselves. Time isn't actually a concept in the Sea of Thieves. Time perceived within its domain differs greatly to that of the outside world. We're not in the future, not in the past, we're neither, but also both, and more. We're forwards, we're backwards, we're up, and we're down. We're just a big mess of swirling time and nonsense. So maybe that is what the Shroud is. Maybe that's why when we're in the Shroud, we only perceive the exit as a red sea, but from the outside we see a huge whirling mass of fog. Maybe it's not fog that we're seeing. Imagine looking at an area in sea that is not within our time, constantly shifting back and forth, lands raising from the seas, time-corroding islands, fortifications being built then destroyed, huge battles being fought, waves, storms, weather, all moving incredibly fast from an outside perspective that our eyes simply cannot perceive it. From the outside it would look like a fog. Maybe that's why ships that try to pass through are destroyed, as they are merging through a dilation of time. Maybe that's why the sky in Sea of Thieves is so different from our own. It's layers and layers of different timelines wrapped around each other. Maybe this whispering plague isn't a plague at all. Maybe it is time, echoes of the future and the past, bending and warping reality itself. That's it for today, folks. Thanks very much for watching. If you liked the video, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you really liked the video, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. And hell, click that bell so you're always informed of Sea of Thieves news updates and other general random guff that I might upload. Until next time, everybody, happy sailing. Bye-bye.